Welcome back to Tandem Gamers. I'm Nick.
I'm Morgan.
And we are playing Majora's Mask again. We just got to the water temple. What we're going to call it, the Water Temple 2.
Yep.
Giant turtle. There was something in the treasure chest. Oh, a fairy.
There was a dungeon fairy
Oh, that's right.
that we got.
Yeah. Yeah.
A little too far away.
Seriously, we should open up a shop that just sells fairies. Like, how much money could you make? I guess we don't really know how much.
How much is one life?
Oh, I was gonna say how much is a rupee worth.
How much what is the cost of a life?
Yeah, are the fairies giving away their existence because of some warped sense of need? You're the hero of time, or would they just be like, "Oh, that guy sprained his ankle"?
Because
you can totally drink them when you're not hurt.
Yeah.
I guess you don't even ask them to sometimes. You just hit the pot and they're like, "I'm gonna kill myself!"
Yeah.
Which is a little strange.
That moment when you accidentally run into the fairy and you're like, shit.
So maybe the fairies are more of a...
More suicidal?
I don't think you can actually capture them. I think they're just kind of hanging out. And then when they decide to leave, they're like, "Badunk! Catch you later!" And then they're gone. Oh, so there's one. I'm not sure if we should do, like, whole runs on those, because that would be kind of interesting if we just came back to the dungeons and kind of showed off where all of them were.
I think that's what we did for the first one.
Well, the first one, we already had a couple of them. And we just kind of finished it off, I think.
We couldn't... Yeah.
We did one episode of finding the rest of them.
Okay.
That's the weirdest thing for me for the Zoras, is when you bounce off a wall, you shoot straight up into the air.
Yeah.
like why is that?
I have a really hard time because, like, in my mind, you should be able to jump up onto a platform, but you rarely are able to.
Yeah. Okay, so this place is weird because it's got the red tubes and the yellow tubes.
Yeah.
The yellow one's obviously on pumping water right now.
And these things look like they're like windmill kind of things, like you could boomerang.
Yeah, they look like from Twilight Princess. There's the wind boomerang.
Yeah.
And that's very much what they look like.
But they aren't that.
They are not. No, you have to turn them. They're valves, which is fine. Bark, 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 bark.
And I don't get why this one looks broken.
I think it's one directional. Like, I think it's changing the flow because see, it's pointing the direction of like it's gonna go this way. So I assume later we're gonna find.
I know how water valves work.
I think later we're gonna find valves that are like you have to choose a direction.
Okay.
Or it disappeared now, so it might just be a permanent one. Whereas this one you can toggle back and forth.
Okay.
I know how valves work. I didn't question your knowledge of plumbing.
I guess I...
Blow water wheel.
Oh, do you think we have to... No, we can't turn the water off because we need the water to get to the next area.
Do we? I still don't fully understand why we turned that on.
Because it makes the elevators go.
The elevators were already going.
Were they?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe we don't need it.
Oh, I guess you can see the pipe over here now is...
No, the pipe over there had water in it because we did the other valve.
Okay.
The mask shenanigans with these. I'm glad we figured out how to avoid watching the whole cinematic for that.
Yeah, seriously. I still don't know why you keep putting it on. Just get the bow. Just get the bow and shoot them.
For some reason in my mind, the boomerangs are gonna go around and hit them.
Bah! So look at the pipe. Yeah, I have no idea why we're shooting the. Maybe it has something to do later that I don't understand.
Well, I wonder if we turned it off. Oh, spoilers. If the next room wouldn't be swirly.
Yep, but then that to me means that we shouldn't have we shouldn't have turned it on to begin with. I think that room has to be that way for.
I guess it wouldn't stop the water coming through the pipe here.
No. So I feel like we missed something.
So that water is turning the crankshaft, though.
Okay, so here's the crank.
And this is... So I think if we... That crankshaft is turning also. So I think if we turned it off, this room wouldn't be swirly.
Yeah, it seems like why would we want this swirly? Would it be next time?
When we do this again, we'll try that. Because I think there's a lot of places like that we couldn't really get to because of it. Oh, I remember why I couldn't. This room makes me motion sick.
I wanted to say something about that because, like, the whole time you were doing it, you were just like spinning the character. I was like, why are you doing this? Yeah, why would you want the water spinning? That doesn't make any sense.
I'm sure we'll find out later why we need the water spinning and kick ourselves for turning it off, but...
Well, you can... Because, like, I get that this is pushing water in one direction.
Yeah.
But if we turned it off, like, we could just go anywhere we wanted. Why...
I bet there's going to be something in some room that we need the water for.
It really makes me mad that you can't put masks on in the water. I need my hands for swimming.
I think a lot of the masks you can't... Well, most of the racial masks you can't because those species die in the water.
Well, so I think the Zora mask is the only one that you can put on in the water at all.
Okay.
Because like there, I had to pull myself out of the water for half a second to put the fairy mask on.
Yeah.
And I could understand like the Goron mask kills you. So if you couldn't wear the mask in the water, sure, you can't put it on in the water. That makes total sense. But like, just I can't access that right now because I'm slightly damp. Doesn't make any sense to me. I should have tried to hookshot that light or something. Oh, I use my magical speed to jump out of the water. Oh God. Blah. Blah. Like that initial burst of speed just drives me crazy.
I dislike that you have to either float or continuously go forward or be all the way at the bottom. I wish you could just move around in 3D space.
Yeah, like just up or down.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Some games did that. And it even makes sense when you're moving, like, because you can move the controller up and down. But I don't know why you have to be, like, propelling yourself. Maybe he's just got a really big swim bladder, and he has to, like, actively...
He's a shark.
Inflate and deflate it. He can't do it while he's swimming. It's like reverse jellyfish. Not jellyfish, pufferfish.
Bomb!
Those bomb shoes are really weird enemies.
Yeah, are there bomb shoes like that in any other game?
Maybe in Twilight Princess. Because they give you, like, the bowling. The exploding bowling bugs.
I don't remember those.
But I feel like you had to roll them past things that exploded. Ah! Oh, it does take magic power to do that. Okay. I'm like, why not just be electric all the time? Did you see that they were doing studies to see if electric eels actually electrocuted things to death as a defense?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, electric eels don't bite. They just like violently rub their bodies on things and electrocute them.
To catch food or to...
As a defensive measure. So, like, if they think they're going to get stepped on, instead of, like, trying to avoid it, they will just lunge their whole body and, like, electrocute the shit out of people. Oh, no! We're off!
And we broke the... Now we're back in the vomitorium room. Yeah, I think we need to turn the water off.
Or reverse it. One of the other. Oh, man, that's so annoying.
All
right, we got the key. We got the key now, so we're going down.
We need to get somewhere to reverse it.
Ugh.
What?
We noticed that people are really pissed off about having to swim. What if we swim for them? They just have to choose the direction. Maybe that's why they made the crazy spinning water.
That's even worse. Like, this is frustrating. Let's take more choices away from you.
You'd say it was a good idea. It's just the idea they chose. Nintendo in the 90s. Not good decision makers.
Are you basing that completely off of this game and
Ocarina of Time?
Ocarina of Time?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know if you had some Diddy Kong hatred going on there.
No, I think the Diddy Kong games were pretty solid. What else came out around this time? Oh, snap. It's a jelly room.
A jelly room.
You know, there are some really cool games that came out for the 64. I'm glad I got to be a part of that. Like, I'm glad I didn't miss out, because they kind of became the intermediary classics between the Nintendo, where it's just like retro, and people that love retro games are just always going to love them. And then when games started getting like really in depth,
yeah.
And so these have this kind of like weird intermediate step where they're classic, but they're not like ubiquitously classic. People that are like 5 years younger than me will play Mario, but they won't play Ocarina of Time. Like, it's just not going to happen.
They won't? 5 years younger than you?
Or 5 years younger than you, anyways.
Okay. But, so to people who are 8 to 10 years younger than me, these games are classic. My sister thinks these games are awesome and classic and...
What?
This is historic gaming.
Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they will be sought. I mean, I guess they did remake it for the 3DS, so that's pretty cool. God, this boss is so fucking weird. So I'm not actually sure if you need to kill the eyeballs or if you just.
Well, I think you need to kill some of them to open up a sphere where you can shoot the blinking eye.
Sure. Probably shouldn't be using the fire arrows. That might be the other problem. This would probably be a lot easier if we just had rapid fire arrows.
Yeah, and then we could target the ball that's bouncing around and just shoot arrows. But they are giving you magic. So
that's true.
Seems like...
But I think they also want you to use the spin move, because that's pretty effective. Of course, what other I guess, maybe we're supposed to use the boomerang? The boomerang fins that we never use?
Those are so clunky.
Yeah, but it hit everything. It would hit like all of them and then come back. Regrets!
You're supposed to be doing this.
That's such a horrible sprite, but I love how they made it work.
The jelly ball?
Yeah, I don't think the jelly balls are 3D. Like, they have a shadow, which is awesome, but I think they're just 2D sprites. Because they're billboarded. They're obviously billboarded.
And here we are trying to just pull the jelly shoes off the bottom of the sphere.
Getting hurt, who cares? Tank and spank, yo. Tank and spank.
So is this a creature with a whole bunch of its eggs on its body?
Yeah, they're kind of eyeballs, but they're also kind of like fish eggy or frog eggs.
Yeah.
So, is this like the most selfish mother ever? Protect
They're
me.
also bubbles.
Protect me, babies. Or is it just like making small clones of itself?
Are we timing this one now? Like, hit the eye?
Trying to, yeah.
But we don't get it?
Yeah, because they keep... I think this is once again, the fire arrow made this a bad idea. Because every time I shot the eyeball, it just made more splash off.
Yeah.
Gotta get that rupee.
You're looking for a heart.
I know. I don't want to die.
No!
Oh, fuck it. I feel like that's how most of my video game strategies go. I'm gonna try X. Never mind. I'm just gonna swing through it.
Just hold it in until you can't hold it anymore. Whatever it is.
Yeah.
And here the beeping starts.
See, once again, bad decision. We'll tell them that they're hurt. It's like they know, trust me. Like if you did one beep, we'd be aware.
Even without that, we'd probably be aware. We're watching our life.
You know, I'd be okay with flashing hearts. If there was no beeping. Just like warning. I'm really surprised we beat this with a quarter heart.
We didn't.
Oh, fairy time. Good call on the fairy.
Fairies.
I like how Tattle vanished. She's like, oh, this is embarrassing.
I don't want to be around for this part.
Oh, poor child. What happened to your fairy who was supposed to protect you? About that.
Well, the first one got caught and taken away. The second one doesn't really want to save me.
Wait, what? Who got caught?
Navi?
When did that happen?
In the very beginning
of
this? Yes.
What? I didn't think you had a fairy.
I thought Navi was there in the very beginning.
I thought
and she
Navi
got kidnapped by the other two.
No, because at the end of Ocarina, Navi quits. She's like, I fulfilled my purpose, and then just
Maybe I thought she was there in the beginning of this one.
We should rewatch the intro.
And you should rewatch the intro.
Was that directed at me or people? Because that was really weirdly worded.
I was stumbling over my words, thinking about the cat.
Oh my god. Oh, that's right. We argued at this point too. Dang it. Hit him in the eyeball.
I know I'm supposed to hit him in the eyeball. I need to actually have him look at me to do that.
That was the craziest end moment ever. I'm gonna squish her on my eyes. Nice.
And for all your trouble, a prize! Please come back to the carnival.
Wait, what carnival?
This carnival. It's our carnival game prize. You don't get...
What?
Just leave that metaphor.
Because if we just won this as a carnival prize, aren't we already at the carnival?
Please come again.
Okay.
That's what I said.
Thank you, come again.